I'm Linda Fox, I'm Senior Reporter for PhocusWire, and I'm here with Jeff Wright, who's CEO of Allianz Partners. Good morning, Jeff. Thanks for joining us.
Morning, Linda. Thanks for having me.
So just set the scene for us. What trends are you seeing at Allianz Partners kind of post-pandemic?
Yeah, I mean, as you can imagine, the pandemic has had great effect on our company, on travel, leisure travel in general. Obviously, you know, if you walk through an airport these days,
it's crazy out there.
It's crazy, and that's no secret. So definitely, travel's back. Revenge travel is here. Certainly, we're seeing that. We're also seeing for travel insurance a lot more partners coming to us wanting to insure their customers and their. I think it's a bigger focus for people. In terms of travel trends, we're seeing demand for flexibility, optionality in plans, and safety and security.
Yeah, massively so.
And consumers, sometimes they'll be booking one or two trips. If one can cancel, they can flex. So that's certainly a trend we're seeing. And I think a lot of people are seeing this leisure trend, if you will, where the 5-day work week doesn't exist anymore, really, at least being in the same spot in the office. So we're seeing people taking more trips, a lot of long weekends, 4 and 5 day weekends, because people can work generally from different locations. So, and we're focused on that. We're developing products. So we have an annual product that covers all trips, no matter how many you take, for a fixed benefit. So that's become really, really popular.
Yeah. And no signs in terms of what you're seeing of that abating?
Yeah, so far, no. We see great volumes continue. We keep wondering about potential recession when
right. It's kind of on everyone's lips, isn't it?
But we haven't seen anything. We're focused on it, but so far, the consumer's been very, very resilient.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know. So, given the kind of changes that you are seeing in consumer behaviour and the surge in demand, what are the sorts of products, that you're developing, producing to keep up with these sort of demands?
Yeah, well, I would say first of all, we're laser focused on the customer. I think when you see the trends that are happening, how quickly the consumer and the market's evolving, having your ear to the ground with the consumer is paramount.
Yes.
And our organization's built that way.
Mm-hmm.
We've got an award-winning Voice of the Customer program, so we're constantly listening to feedback from our customers, making sure we understand the demand and how it's shifting.
That's a sort of sentiment program, is it?
Yeah, so it's anything from direct feedback from consumers. We send surveys to every consumer, and so we're doing hundreds of thousands of surveys to our customers every year.
So you're building data around how they're doing, how they're feeling. Great.
Yes. The other thing we're laser focused on is simplifying what we do for the consumer.
Yes.
We're simplifying not only the buying process, so being able to deliver the product that's going to be best matched for the travel that's happening from the consumer, depending on what trip they're taking, how long it is, how much they're spending, how old they are. We can deliver the product to them at the right price and the point that matters for their trip. But we're also simplifying the claims process. We make sure that we're giving our consumers the 100% digital option should they want that. It hasn't all been sunshine and rainbows. To be honest
obviously.
With you. Hiring has been a real challenge, so we're simplifying the claims process, not just for the consumer, but also for our employees, using automation to simplify those decisions for claims and using the human touch for more complex issues. A great example of how we're simplifying things is with our trigger benefit called Smart Benefits, which will file and pay a claim if a consumer's flight is delayed for more than their covered policy. So usually it's 3 or 4 or 5 hours. We'll instantly file a claim and pay a claim for a consumer. So
right, so they've taken all the friction out of it. Just you get your
keeps it simple. We call it surprise and delight. We want to make sure we like it when people use the policy. We want to make it easy for them to do so.
And what would you want kind of the travel suppliers here to know about, Allianz Partners and what you do and what you provide?
Yeah, I think the obvious thing is it's a great source of ancillary revenue. I think the revenge travel has really highlighted that, but it's not just about the ancillary revenue. So we view Allianz as an extension of our partners. and the brand loyalty and customer satisfaction that comes with that. And so it's not just about, the revenue. And another thing that we're finding is not just about trip cancellation. I think, any big brand, travel brand, doesn't want their consumer to be disappointed where they can't get a refund
Right.
from their trip. But today we're seeing it's more and more about other features of the travel insurance policy, travel delay, travel interruption. These are things that if you've traveled a lot, Linda, you've probably experienced yourself, lost baggage, baggage delay. So these are things that are coming to forefront just in the last year or so that have become really important, and we've got a broad product suite that helps deal with that.
Yes, and it's about kind of helping the travel supplier round out the experience, isn't it?
Yes, that's exactly right. So it's not always just about that cancellation benefit. It's also medical assistance is a huge benefit that again, extension of our partner brand. Your customers on a trip and needs medical assistance, or just assistance, whether it's a lost passport or a real medical emergency, being there on our 24/7 call center. We have 900,000 vetted medical professionals around the world. Brands can really create customer loyalty.
And tap into your expertise.
Yes, and at those events that really matter the most for their consumer.
Great. Jeff, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Linda.